Hello, and welcome back to Anodyne. I think I missed a syllable there. Anodyne, right. Last time we explored what I refer to as the realm of the blood god, but is apparently known as the Red Sea. I don't know if that name is, like, official, or if it is merely what everyone in the community simultaneously agreed upon. But that's what I see. Anyway, hello. Welcome, my friend Young. The name's Prasenthoff, Finty Prasenthoff. Take a look around at my shop and see if anything catches your eye. Also, that sound effect was Windows 10. Thanks. Ah, you have a fine eye. You need a better weapon, don't you? Blow your enemies to pieces for only $500. This game doesn't have currency in it. That money sack will allow you to accumulate money that you find in the land. It's yours for a mere $870. Oh ho ho, here's a specialty item indeed. Clip-in bike shoes so you can be speedy and stylish. On sale now for just $300. But actually, a box, thank you so much. Now I can carry all my inventory home at night, and back in the morning. As a token of my gratitude, take these stylish biking shoes. Tired of shoving dust around with your piddling little broom? Eradicate harmful dust particles with this state-of-the-art vacuum cleaner. Just a lot of money. But yeah, that box we picked up from the cat earlier. Hey, have some biking shoes. You're giving them to me? Thanks, Young. I really appreciate it. Here, try out my old shoes in return. I think you'll find them really useful. There's an engraving on the shoes that says, press X to jump. I've never understood that, though, because there's no X anywhere on the shoes. Yup. Oh, Rose likes the color of the key that I found. So yeah, this game has a jump button in it. But you have to get the shoes first. This probably would have been somewhat useful in the Red Sea. But you know, whatever. I forget when or how this is actually required for things. But I'm going to go ahead and assume that it is. For now, we can just use it as the standard video game jump function, which is, of course, to use it repeatedly instead of just walking, because why wouldn't you? I'm not entirely sure where I'm going, but I'm going somewhere and something will come of it. This much I am sure of. Or at least slightly sure of. Okay, that's a loop. This white broom is actually helping a lot against the bats. So that's a plus. A dead end. Wow, amazing. But yeah, I was correct in mentioning previously that the other broom upgrades are long broom and a thing that you get at the end of the game, which then becomes the post-game funtime mechanic. I still don't know if I'm going to actually do the post-game, but if I do, I'm going to need a guide for it. The sign points to the east, but the words on it are faded. You know, like usual. So let's explore this friendly forest. All of these signs are awful. We can poke a mushroom. No, Mr. Bunny. I swear that I am fine. Good and safe. That's a weirdly colored thing that's a little bit suspicious, but is not in fact actually worth mentioning. At least as far as I know. I don't remember exactly what is in this forest, other than one particular NPC, who, if you were to view the Steam community hub for this game, you would see about 1,000 screenshots of. Which is impressive, because there probably aren't 1,000 screenshots of this game, period. Hooray, a forest of some kind. West, land lake. South and east, cliffs. Ah yes, I think the cliffs is where I actually need to go. So let's go not south. Hello. Relaxation pond. Stay a while. We know you have the time. Hello, bear. James the bear. Berries are a good kind of food. I like berries. Please make sure not to defecate on the berries. So far, I have had sexual intercourse 18 times this season. Also, I have eaten 389 pawfuls of berries. Do you have any berries for James? Yes. At least half of the screenshots on the Steam Community Hub are so far I have had sexual intercourse 18 times. So, you know, if this is your subconscious, and or young subconscious, and he's got a bear in it talking about how many sexy times the bear has had, what does this mean? I am the thorax, I speak for the bees. Their fate is uncertain, it's not the bees' knees. Some colonies' workers have all took to flight. These colonies die then, it's no pretty sight. Perhaps it's a virus or a new pesticide. Perhaps it's the larva of foul-forward flies that's making these honeybees all act so strange. Whatever it is, it must certainly change. Okay, so I don't really know what's the matter. I worry my efforts are nothing but chatter. But how can I sit and do nothing to help? So I'll post it to Facebook and Twitter and Yelp. Social commentary! That's what this guy is. Also a pun. Yeah. And there's a frog here too. These frogs get dangerous, if I remember correctly. What else is there to be found in this forest? I'm afraid I may be stuck on this tiny corner forever. Don't worry, Mr. A-Rock. No matter where you are, you're stuck, because you can't move anyway. That's some reassuring statement. Certainly. Hey, you big bully, I'm not afraid of you. You big lunkhead, I won't run away, not even if you try to slug me a good one. You're just a big dumb broomy pants, that's what you are. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. The other rabbits are not running because of anything I've done, Crixon. They just kind of do that. I'm sure there must be cards or something to be found in here somewhere. And those are important. What is this mystery? Oh no, what could that mean? Here's a mushroom. Let's look about it. Beware the forest mushrooms. In case you didn't know, Beware the Forest Mushrooms is the actual title of the song playing in the woods in Mario RPG where you get Geno. Most of the time people just call it Geno's Woods. And they have many occasions to do so because of how absurdly popular it is in things such as Mario ROM hacks or Mario anything that isn't official. One day I will stop pronouncing absurd with a Z sound, but that is not right now. That was a meaningful screen. East Cliffs. I believe the jump upgrade is important for the cliffs, because if you don't actually do the box trade, you just get it there. So you don't need to do the whole box thing, if you want to be technical. Hey, where did my raft go? There it is. Apparently I had eaten it with my broom without realizing it. I can accept this. The only place I have not gone is one that was blocked with a rock. So I guess I'm good to go to the cliffs then. I should have been spamming the jump key more often. Welcome to cliffs. Something about the graphics in this area remind me of a mana game. Secret of, Legend of, one of them. Jumping doesn't work that way. Here's a nice scenic view. Anyway, if I recall correctly, the next dungeon is somewhere in these cliffs. Possibly in the wall. Yup. But I'm gonna explore a bit outside first, I think. This might also be a dungeon with multiple entrances. Oop. Oh, right, I just remembered something. Notice the red icon on that one and not on that one? The red icon above a door means that you've collected everything that you can collect in that area, for now. I say for now because the post-game is wacky. I could just explain it, but danger, this cave is unexplored. This may also be the dungeon, I don't know. Okay, yeah, this one's the dungeon. It's got people in it, and they just mill about aimlessly with no expression, and you can push them into holes. What does this mean? Oh. Social commentary again? Probably. Hey, a dog. That dog did not yield anything special upon defeat, unlike the previous version of this dog. There is a fence there. Or rather, a gate, I suppose. Hello, dog. I'm not like the others, woof. I won't harm you. It is a quiet existence up here. You smell like Swiss chard. Woof, 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 etc. That's a dog. What symbolic purpose does young smell serve? Oh yes, I met someone who was a little lost. They told me they were going off to look around the beach. Did you get hit by a boulder on your way up? Sometimes I throw boulders when I'm angry. I'm sorry if I hit you. My mother always said that if I kept doing it, I'd run out of mountain to throw, back before she was fracked. Okay. I did not in fact see any boulders, let alone get hit by any. So I do not know what the golem is attempting to say. I cannot go up there. There are many places in the cliffs that cannot be gotten to. So it seems. But I neglected some things. First of all, I've missed a few paths at the start. That was enlightening. I'm glad I went that way. There's a box. Well, I guess I wasn't missing much. I guess the jumps application is fairly limited, much like the Rock's Feather in Link's Awakening. You can presumably only use it to cross, like, small gaps. You know, like that. And it looks like it'll only work for one tile gaps as well. So what's in this slight outcropping of dungeon? I can't say that I have remembered how this puzzle element works, though I do recall it being in the game, now that I have seen it again. This is probably just like a passage from a different side. Like, I could get here, but right now this is just an exit. That's fine, I suppose. So I guess I'll take the main entrance. I think most of the inaccessible places are gotten to through the dungeon. You can hear that as long as there are these people in the room, there will be a muffled crowd sound effect. This is not meaningful, really. Hey, get off of the... There we go. Now the sound effect is gone. The people actually pose no threat. That's not the correct button. I think they are actually even just called people. Or person. Oops. Well, that was a weird collision with the wall problem. Not really me. Can't do that yet. Haha. Here we are. No? I guess you have to weigh them down with dust. There's only 3 buttons. I really shouldn't mix them up. These dang frogs, though. This is probably key. Yep, that's what I expected. Oh yeah, that. This is another application of the jump, actually. Now that I remember that it exists. But also it's down here. Yeah, you can go down, but you can't go back up. Well, unless you fall off, I guess. How am I supposed to weather this frog assault? I guess I won't. Oh no, the people are back. Good thing I can sort of ignore frogs. I thought I remembered these frog enemies being annoying. Wow, I'm bad. Good job, self. Alright, alright. I just need to think harder. Oh, come on. But I do want to go that way. Because I think there must be something beyond it. I guess this is where the dungeon, or the game, starts picking up a little bit. In terms of difficulty, mostly because of frogs being stupid. They fire too rapidly to get around them easily. I guess if you just sort of rush at them before they can start firing. Yeah, thought so. Now I've got 2 keys. So, hello? Hello, people. How are you? I know how you are. You're just there. I don't remember... I don't think this actually does anything. Like, maybe the weight of enough of them will destroy the floor. But I think that just actually happens from something else later. Mostly they're just there to be a crowd of people. So where do I go then? Oh, what? Okay, so there was dust at one end of it, so it worked. I guess? Okay, they're dust powered, that's right. They consume dust. And you have to jump on them to get them to go. I'm remembering how this game works now. Well, I guess that works too. Dungeons are getting more maze-like. And this is another key. Alright. Hello, sheeple. I'm gonna have to get one of you to help me a little bit there. Oop, that's a hole! I am good at video games. Symbolism. Probably. Yeah, I didn't think there was any reason to go back that way. Alright, this one's already active. I need to go the long way around. I'm not sure if the game actually wants me to make tricky jumps like that, or if that's just what I'm doing. I see that bat. You don't even need to use those dust machines. What's the point of this? Is there a point? Who knows? Somebody knows. Ah, a card of my least favorite enemy so far. Scientifically speaking, toads are a subset of frogs. Now you know! Jeez. Well, at least there's a checkpoint somewhere. It doesn't take too long to get back there, as long as these people are cooperative. I have to be more careful around dogs and frogs. Or I guess these might be toads. Scientifically speaking, of course. This is a dungeon where you get a lot of keys and then don't use them right away. This still counts as this dungeon even though it looks like it's outside. I don't like frogs. Not in this context. By the way, I did stream this game a little bit a long time ago. And I think I only got up through the second dungeon when I did that. So this part, I might have done some of this part, but it's largely unfamiliar. Well, not unfamiliar, it's just less remembered than previous parts. You know. Since I have done the game, I have played the game before. I doubt I'll be able to keep up doing one dungeon per video. Warning, vertical drop. Jump at your own risk. I'll be back for you, vertical drop. I forgot to spend a key, as it were. I guess you can use the jump to avoid enemies and stuff. So it's not... It's just a little tricky to do that. Ah, the people card. Ha 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 ha! Yeah, I know! I really do get the feeling that these crowds of milling people are supposed to represent something about Yang's not very social behavior, or what he thinks of people in general. Did I call him Yang? I didn't mean to do that. Whoop. I didn't mean to do that either, obviously. This looks like a boss fight. So good to see you, Yang! Well, oh no, I accidentally spoiled a thing early by misspeaking. Been too long. Still playing those Nintendos, I see. Welcome to a wall made of people with fists, I guess. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense for this guy to randomly mention the Nintendos. But if you consider that it's a head with hands boss, then maybe it does. Hopefully, with more HP, this will work out better. Oh no! I'm gonna play all the Nintendos and you can't stop me. A giant wall. I'm not entirely sure how this boss works, but it's only vulnerable some of the time, probably when its mouth is not closed. I remember this thing giving me trouble before. Jesus, Jan, when are you just gonna grow up? You know, you're gonna have to learn to deal with people sooner or later. Symbolism, well, okay. Metaphor, or something like that anyway. Hey, where's your statue? Well done, young! However, there are still trials to face. Do not let your guard down. Have you found all of the keys yet, young? If not, go to the beach. I do, in fact, have all 3 of the keys, which I need. Here is a big fist on a piece of paper. Oh, you collect cards too? Real classy, Ying. Maybe I didn't spoil anything after all. Who knows? This game is a game. I have gotten everything in this dungeon, apparently. Here is a statue of Yin Yang Young being smothered by a bunch of people, I guess. Now that I have all the keys, there is somewhere that I need to go. But I kind of forget exactly where it is. And also... That's a Windfish joke, by the way. Also, this has been going on for a while, so... I will see you next time. My video title gimmick has already been ruined. Thanks, statue.